Welcome to the LMK Mobile Advanced tutorial. This video will show you how to set up your camera so that the images can be used properly by the LMK Mobile Advanced software. We will show you that guide based on the Canon ES650D and go on step by step, so it will be very easy to follow. So let's begin. Step 1. First of all, we have to start the camera. We do that with the main switch, which is located right here. Just turn that switch from off to on. Step 2. Now we have to switch the camera to manual mode. In order to do that, we have to turn the mode dial. It is the big wheel next to the main switch. Turn the dial around until the little stripe on the left is next to the M, which stands for manual. Step 3. Now it's time to activate the autofocus. So turn the camera around and on the lens socket you will find the little switch for the autofocus. If it isn't already activated, pull over the switch from M for manual to AF for autofocus. Step 4. Now underneath the autofocus there's the switch for the optical stabilizer. For proper images for the LMK software you need to deactivate it, so turn that switch to off. Step 5. The next step is to set the capturing mode to RAW images. Therefore we have to go into the menu, so we have to unfold the display first. By pressing the menu button, we activate the screen. Here we navigate with the cross keys right here. You can switch the tabs by using the two buttons in the middle. This is for right, and this one is for left. Once you've found the right tab, you can navigate through the submenus. Here you use the other two buttons for going down and up. With the set button in the center you choose the selected submenu. So back to the task. The capturing mode can be found in the first tab, so you 1 to the left and 3 up to image quality. Press set and you're in the submenu. Change the selection to RAW by going right and confirm with the set button. Step 6. Now we have to activate continuous shooting, so we must switch to the info menu with the info button right here. Here you press the left cross key to get into the shooting menu. Then you go from single shooting 1 to the right to continuous shoot and save it with the set button. Step 7. The next step is to select evaluative metering. Therefore we have to go back to the menu. The metering mode submenu can be found on the bottom of the second tab. So go there and press set. Here we select evaluative metering, which is the symbol on the left. Press set again to confirm. Step 8. For the following steps it's recommended that you set up your camera to a tripod, because the following adjustments are really depending on the scene you are trying to shoot. If you don't know how to connect those two devices, just follow the instructions of the tripod manual. Step 9. Now we adjust the auto exposure bracketing. We're back in the menu and we need to go to the second tab and then all the way up to the AEB submenu. Press select. Here we must set the bracketing range to maximum. To do that we are going to use the main dial. It's the wheel on top of the camera. By turning it to the right you increase the range. Do that until you get the maximum and press set again to save. Notice that you have to repeat the step after every power off. Step 10. Now we set the exposure time value. This is one of the values that are depending on the scene you are shooting, so look through the viewfinder while adjusting it. Now go back to the info menu. The exposure time is located between these two arrows right here. To change it you use the same wheel as in the step before. Also make use of the shutter button. When you press it just slightly, the exposure level will be displayed in the viewfinder, which can be helpful. So just turn around the main dial until you get the correct value for your scene. Step 11. Now we change the aperture value. This value can also be found on the info screen next to the exposure time. For changing, we again use the main dial on top of the camera, but with the main difference that we now press and hold the AV button while turning the wheel around. You see the arrows have moved. The aperture value is now selected. Use the viewfinder and then select the correct value for the scene. Step 12. Now all the settings are basically done. You can now start shooting. Just press down the shutter button and start the automatic capture of 3 images that are perfectly usable for the LMK software. So we're done. Hopefully this video could help you. For more information or if you have further questions, contact us. Go to the internet at technoteam.de or write us an email at info@technoteam.de.